Well, there might be attendance woes in Walt Disney World this summer, but one place where Disney does not have any attendance woes is at their VIP after hours events. They are selling out night after night. Let's talk about why on that Park Place. Vash, it seems that it's possible that these hard ticket events, after hours events, are actually boosting Walt Disney World's attendance and keeping them afloat right now, at a time in which daytime attendance may be falling by the wayside in the summer months. As we've seen, July 2026, we covered being the lowest attended month in Disney World since, September 2021. Mm-hmm. And right now we're seeing right here, the after hour parties are selling out. Unfortunately, Mickey Visit, this website right here, is not working and not letting me scroll. So we're going to have to try to find this on www.magic.com about, how many days are being, sold out for things like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and, other kinds of hard ticket events.
I think Not So Scary is actually outpacing Oogie Boogie Bash at Disneyland.
Is it really?
Which was
that doesn't happen
really
very often, does it?
No, Oogie Boogie Bash used to be the hottest game in town. In fact, to find tickets weeks after the fact was previously unheard of. And here we have Mickey's Not So Scary really doing a bang-up job numbers-wise over Oogie Boogie Bash, which might speak to the staleness of an event like that on the West Coast. But East Coast, they really are leaning into these after-hour parties and events and so forth. Like you said, could be to augment attendance patterns, but also too, it's another revenue opportunity that they're taking advantage of.
Mm-hmm. Well, now let's take a look at this from www.magic.com. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party 2026, August 11th now sells out. So there are no $119 nights remaining. The last $119 night is gone. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party on August 11th is now sold out, leaving no remaining party nights below $129. August 11th and 14th were the only two nights priced at $119. August 14th sold out earlier. Now August 11th has followed. Here's how the sellouts are stacking out. October 31st sold out on day one of general public sales. That's obviously Halloween. And the 14th and the 11th have both sold out. What's still available? You have opening night is still available. That's at $159. August 18th, the August 21st, 23rd, the 25th, 28th, 30th, a bunch of days in September and a bunch of days in October as well. But, this early in the game, we already have 3 nights sold out. That's huge. But the big issue, the other big one right here, Ash, is Magic Kingdom Disney After Hours 2026 is completely sold out. So Disney After Hours at Magic Kingdom is sold out for the 2026 season, July 13th and 27th. The last 2 remaining dates have both sold out, meaning no Magic Kingdom After Hours tickets are available for the rest of the year. And so if you still want to experience After Hours in 2026, dates remain at Epcot and Hollywood Studios through September. Epcot is still available July 9th, 23rd, and August 16th and 30th, and September 16th and 24th. Hollywood Studios at July 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th. August 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th, September 2nd and 12th. So the entry begins at 7 p.m. for this, and the event runs from 9:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. And I actually went to one at Magic Kingdom and one at Epcot this year, and both were actually really fun, Vash. I thought, and look, they're not cheap. They're like $169 to $159, $179.
Right.
But you do get, unfettered access to the attractions. We walked onto everything. And you get the free Mickey bars, the free soft drinks, the free popcorn, etc. That being said, do you think that this is Disney's new strategy to run these after hours events to bolster the attendance? Because now when they count the attendance, Vash, they count the attendance for Magic Kingdom essentially on these nights twice.
Yes. Yeah. You get 2 bites of the apple right there, which is very, I think it's something that they are relying on attendance-wise for sure. There's no question about that. But also, too, revenue-wise, right? So if you can sell a park twice in a day, double your money effectively. So I think that's playing into it right there. From a consumer standpoint, it's like, look, maybe I've gone to Epcot, especially during the day and all of that. Hey, I can go ahead and do an after-hours party right there, maybe get a little bit more value, perhaps, rather than buying a annual pass, maybe augmenting my annual pass, right, and the benefits there. But let's say I'm in town and I want to go ahead and do something just a little bit different and a little bit more value oriented in terms of the level of access that I get to these parks, and maybe some snacking or whatever other opportunities that they have actually in there. It might make sense for a family to opt for something like this rather than a traditional day. And I think Disney's noticing that. It might be have to do with the weather as well.
Here's the thing though. People keep flocking to things like Not So Scary. It always sells out and whatnot. Oogie Boogie Bash, you said, is also usually sells out. Does Oogie Boogie Bash though changes every year, right? Like there are different characters on the treat trails and things like that.
Well, that's the thing. It changes a little bit, and so a lot of people have looked at Oogie Boogie Bash and gone, look, for the value, especially as it relates to the Halloween festivities over at Universal and Knott's Berry Farm and other places in that region. It's become a little bit stale because they haven't necessarily changed out those characters on a regular basis. They change maybe one or two out a year, but not enough. And now you have a lack of parade option because of the Coco construction there. So you have some things factoring in there with people saying, you know what, not this year. Versus I think Walt Disney World, it might be a different equation, right? You might have people, locals looking for something different, or people flying in there and saying, hey, let's go ahead and spend a day with the family, maybe at the resort, pool, all of that, and go when it's lighter crowds and later in better weather. I could definitely see myself making that distinction there if I was actually staying on Walt Disney World property. It sounds like a better time, at least in my mind.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. The problem with Not So Scary to me, though, Vash, is that it never changes. Not So Scary never changes. Like, it's usually the same. Sometimes maybe you'll get a new character one year or something like that, but the treat trails are usually the same, except for when they have to, like, alter them because of construction. It's always this the Hocus Pocus show was new, 10 years ago? And it's been going, it's the same exact show every year now for the last 10 years. It's the same fireworks show. They changed the fireworks show a few years back, but it's just, it's again the same every year. It's the same candy every year. It's the same treat trails. It's this, sometimes maybe you'll get a new snack or something like that, but for the most part, it's just the same thing every year. And if you've gone once, you've gone a million times. That's why I don't understand when people go every year the way they go. And I think a lot of it is locals. I think a lot of it is locals going to these.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is locals, which is very interesting because basically exclusively locals, at least on the West Coast. But because of that, the West Coast has changed up just a little bit in order for it to feel somewhat fresher. Versus, I think, with Walt Disney World, they can get by with not having to change as much given the mix of guests. So you do have some locals mixed in with people from out of state or even out of the country, right? And so I think that's why that event hasn't necessarily changed all that much because, well, Marvin, if you sell it every single year,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Exactly, right? There's no incentive to change. So that might be what we're seeing here.
So there you go. There you guys go. We were having some attendance issues at Walt Disney World currently, but it looks like these VIP private after-hours events may just save it after all.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.